welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekend reading for the 15th and the 16th of June 2019. We are going full circle and we started the week with the Robin Wood Tarot riding through the glow, and we are weekending it with the Robin Wood Tarot because it kind of goes like that. I know, we love that. So what do we need to know, Robin Wood Tarot? I'm glad somebody else rounded the edges on these ones and it didn't have to be me. Ooh. How has your week been? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Good, bad or ugly? Ooh, okay. You want to pop out? Nice. Six of Cups is back. It's a kind of homecoming and it's a happy karma. Restrictions being lifted, okay? Which we've been working on for a while. I mean, look at that. It's a very restrictive kind of card, the Eight of Swords. Blindfolded and bound and in a not very nice landscape. And let's face it, you know, it's got to be chilly. You know, I wouldn't like that. I'd want one of my puffer jackets on. In reverse, though, a feeling of release. Eights, of course, always seek in the tarot to move forward, to make something of something. To do that, to go, to have momentum. And the Eight of Swords is being held back, being restricted, fear and worry. So it looks like fear and worry is kind of dropping out. Knight of Pentacles, Mr. Spreadsheet, the patient person, okay? The tortoise and the hare. The tortoise wins the race, the turtle wins the race, whatever you want to call it. A feeling of setting your cap at something and then holding on to that. I don't want to call it patience, actually. Holding on to that seasonal momentum, okay? It can be faith. But at the same time as well, reaching a zenith, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands always comes when something that has been a kind of a cumulative burden, and probably that cumulative burden is your own anxiety, your own self-limiting beliefs. You're kind of ready to drop them and adopt an attitude of faith. Now the Knight of Pentacles then progresses into the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles receives what he was looking for. There he is. So it's a sense of maturity. It kind of reminds me of a kind of an oak tree. A sense of quiet knowing. A sense of receiving in a very... what would the word be for oak tree? Vernal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In a very vernal sense, in the sense of, I mean, look, grapes, things sprouting. He's even got leaves all over his head. A sense of things coming to pass, fruition, okay? Nice. Don't know if you can hear someone's making an absolute meal of parking a car outside. In the middle of the reading, the Queen of Cups. Something that you kind of knew, okay? Queen of Cups is the psychic, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. She is the queen of I mean, in this, she's kind of looking, she's got a cup that has like a weird hanky over it. I suppose that's a sense of not even needing to see. Queen of Cups is someone who senses, it's someone who scries, it's a sense of divinity, okay? And then that Six of Cups next to the Queen of Cups, a sense of homing. This is almost feeling like you're back where you belong. Again, we've got the Emperor. Now, he's been coming up all week. We had him as a mouse, didn't we, in the Doreen Virtue animal cards. It is an Aries card, so it is the card of something vernal. It's the card of spring being started. But it's like having a spring back into a situation, a kind of a volition and moving forward. There's a lot of masculine energy, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Emperor. Then we get this Empress over here who's in the reverse. I'm going to take a card on that. I'm going to take a Brian and Wendy Freed card. So there is still some truth that the Empress needs to, I don't want to say speak, I want to say hear actually, because the Empress as an energy doesn't normally, she doesn't normally put out is what I was going to say, but let's leave it like that. She doesn't put out, this is about receiving, okay? Speaker of truth. There is a certain, there are certain promises or words that she needs to hear. I'm going to take an animal spirit card, and again we've got the King of Wands, and underneath him the Seven of Cups. I feel like the Empress energy, which when you've got the Emperor and the Empress together, the Empress is falling into the feminine energy category, is still somewhat emotionally scattered, okay? Even though King of Wands, Emperor, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, even though it feels like there's a lot of input here from the masculine, there is a burden the Empress has been carrying here with the Ten of Wands, which, you know, whenever you see the Ten of Wands, it is the zenith. It is the point at which you realise you have to drop it, especially if you want to release yourself. But that's the thing about burdens, especially if they're emotional, mental kind of things. We don't always want to let them go, which is a paradoxical kind of energy, okay? Something about the Empress energy will be forced to let go of a burden because it doesn't let her move. It doesn't give her emotional freedom. But she's very careful, that Empress, that she doesn't allow her emotional freedom to slip into emotional fantasy, okay? I don't think it will. Oh, I just love that. Okay, yeah. We get horse in the animal spirit card. The horse reminds me of the Empress energy. Horses, I don't know, when you see them in the field, they're very good at being. You know, when I saw some horses once when I was on holiday, and it was in the gloaming, you know, that time when animals just get all kind of frisky, you know, and birds start really peeping in the trees and stuff like that. And these horses of foal and its mother were like dancing together in the field. It feels like that's what needs to happen. The Empress energy needs to relax into that kind of graceful knowingness and just being, okay? And then we get the elk energy, which is also the strength of, it's an earth energy. It's the strength of being gracefully settled on your purpose, okay, and your truth. And then we get the water energy of the turtle. The turtle wins the race. Again, it keeps coming up with that Knight of Pentacles and that King of Pentacles. There is a patient, steady earthy kind of energy here that the Empress does not quite trust. And that is the challenge, I think, for the feminine energy. Interesting. Nice. Oracle card we get is serendipity. Yeah, she's having trouble believing in that. That's fair dues, you know, I don't blame her. Something might happen towards the end of the week that does convince you otherwise and releases you from this kind of mental prison though. Nice. If this is to do with romance for you, we get the flirt card. This is about extended light-hearted energy, okay? You may have someone who either wants to apologise to you or is coming in with a light-hearted sense of overture, and you may feel insulted that there's actually a lot more to it than that. They know there's a lot more to it than that. They just don't have the balls to actually come in with the real deal. They're working their way up to it, okay? Give your relationship a chance. Try not to swat them away like a fly. And true love, okay? That's been a kind of a theme this week. Definitely let me know how this is resonating with you in the comments section, okay? Keep it clean. And do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.